Unacceptable. Yeah, I'm sure it may or may not happen again.
It's all right.
So is
How's,
this how you do your normal podcast?
yeah, pretty much. Except James is usually here too. But yeah, just fire it up and
And so
start
you
chatting.
like live broadcast everything at
No,
the same time? Oh, so
no.
you
This is just every now and then we'll just do a little stream,
and
fire
do
it up
you
there.
record it?
I mean, well, it's recorded on YouTube, but I could
Oh,
record it back because YouTube logs everything. So if
so
I ever
this right
needed it,
now is also going to YouTube.
yeah, yeah, I literally just hit the start streaming button.
Oh,
But I have like 25 subscribers, so the odds of somebody actually watching this is like nothing. Like they
can
don't.
I watch myself on
You
YouTube? Do you
could,
have a link?
yeah, heck yeah. I'll give you a link right
Where?
now.
Okay.
I'll put it in the Discord. I
Where?
could
Oh, okay.
find.
Yeah, yeah. Discord. I get that.
How's the podcast going, man?
Dude, we ran out of episodes. We ran out of episodes, and I got a cold in November, and then I got another cold, and so like I mean you'll hear I'll cough every once in a while. I've been like still dealing with healing. My co-hosts are not as excited about making the podcast as I am, so they haven't really been putting any work into it.
Uh,
So I mean I recorded that episode with a cult fan and released it like
yeah.
days later, and now I'm out of episodes. I really need to just like record stuff. um
Dude,
so I'm
it's
trying.
stressful sometimes. Just like trying to
Yeah.
book people and then working around the schedule and
Yeah.
it is, man. And honestly, like I'm so fortunate to have James because he's super passionate about it. Like if I'm not booking somebody, he's working on somebody. Like we got good chemistry
you
and get some.
you guys have a pretty big audience too, don't you?
Eh, no, not really. I mean, we get about
It's
anywhere from 150 to 200 downloads an episode. So I mean,
that's
that's as big as
about
I
this.
need it to be.
That's a little bigger than mine. Like I think mine, if you wait 6 months it'll get up to 200.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I claim. But see, that's when I know because I can look back and there's
Mm-hmm.
people still downloading the back catalog. So that's how I know that it's still growing. And because the
Mm-hmm.
day like they stop downloading the back catalog, that's when I'll be like, oh man, there's nobody new coming on. This is it.
Yeah, yeah, and that happens with mine too. But I also think that like my back catalog has some, like we really got some pretty good guests pretty early on,
Hmm.
um, which I was pretty happy with. And I got more guests in the pipeline that I need to just sort of track down and do stuff with. I'm
Have
actually
you
really
interviewed
curious.
Gordon White?
I've never even spoken to Gordon White.
You should get him
I
on.
maybe
I
I should.
yeah, because you would jive good with him, and he's one of those dudes where if you reach, I mean, we've never had him on, but if you reach out to him, 9 times out of 10, he'll probably email you back and just come on because he's on podcasts all the time.
He is. He
Goes
is.
out there.
Yeah. I guess. I'm not. I feel like I should be a little bit more familiar with Gordon White's work.
Hmm.
So I only wait. Did you post that link?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
in?
in the Discord. I
Oh,
put it
there
in
it
the Cruzin
is.
with
Oh, it's
Steak.
got the. I'm gonna go watch myself for just a second. I gotta
Yeah,
see.
you gotta check it out. This is mainly because yesterday I was messing around with this OBS and I was like, oh man, I could put pictures along with our picture on here. So I just started slapping all this
Okay.
stuff that James made.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, that's
Hi, Eric.
yeah.
There's a little bit of a delay.
Yes, there is.
I had to. I
The
had to
wonders
mute
of
the
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah.
You think?
Cool. All right. So no picking my nose.
Oh, dude, you can do whatever you want. It's
Yeah.
fair game.
There's two people watching now, and one of them is me.
For real, the other one's probably me. So there you go.
Ah, we're famous.
Yes. Gotta love the YouTubes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Podcasting, it's a great gig. And but what I really love about
So,
your show is how you guys do
uh-huh.
those like straight from the pubs, like where you're just in there talking. Cause dude, like that, I would love to do like a remote thing like that. Cause everything we do is just like behind the computer. You're actually
Uh-huh.
out there.
I like that. I like that a lot too. It's tricky to do the audio editing is way trickier that way, and And so we do stuff where we've got like a lavalier mic that we put on the quietest person, and we try to huddle everybody around the digital recorder. And then it was only like I probably recorded, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes with us like sitting outside in the summer without
Oh,
one of those
nice.
little furry hats for the microphone.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the episode, you get this wind and it just washes out all of your audio.
Yep.
But it's been a really big learning experience.
Dude, honestly, that's
yeah.
Start learning about noise gates and stuff, because it was like our second episode. I think I didn't have a noise gate, and I had like a fan on in the background, and I was like hammering on my keyboard typing, and there's just so much noise, and I didn't even realize it.
Oh yeah, you gotta look out for like everything. Jerry!
Oh, Jerry's here? Jerry?
Yeah. Well, I see him.
There he is, yeah.
I don't hear him.
He'll show up here shortly. Probably.
He uses Zoom a lot. He knows what's going on.
I think he knows what's going on.
So I've had 59 episode downloads this week, and I had 204 episode downloads last week altogether.
Bad?
Yeah, that's pretty
You're
good.
plugging away.
Yeah. And my most popular episode is the one that I'm not on.
That has nothing to do with it.
Which is the one where we had a guy who didn't know anything about Freemasonry interview two lady Freemasons, and then we all left. We're like, we're just gonna leave you to interview these people. We're leaving the room.
Oh man, I didn't even know there were lady Freemasons. Is that misogynist by saying that?
I'll send you a link to this episode. It's like it's super good. Actually, the guy that we left, he has this incredible voice. Like he sounds like he should be interviewing people online. Okay.
A good radio voice?
Yeah, it's a beautiful radio voice. There, I put it in.
Kind of like Jerry. Jerry's got a great radio voice.
Yeah, he kind of sounds like a young Jerry. Sorry, Jerry. With Jerry, it's still quiet.
All right, I got my shit set up now.
Boom.
Okay, cool.
He's in.
I still can't figure out the voice meter shit. It's going well. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm still getting over a cold, so I feel like, yeah.
No, it sucks. I don't get colds. I'm rarely. I don't remember the last time I had one.
Wasn't it like a month ago, Jerry? I remember you being. I remember you being pretty sick. It
was allergies, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it was right. That's right.
It was some kind of allergy attack because it didn't last like more than a day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it was funny.
Every time I get a cold, or most of the time I get a cold. Oh.
Most of the time you get a cold.
Oh, I get this like lingering cough that just like goes on forever.
Yeah. It's like post-nasal drip.
Yeah, or something. I get like an irritated spot in my throat that I cough at, and then it just never goes away. It's just like self-perpetuating.
Yeah, that's your throat chakra.
The throat chakra?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
I need to have that thing. I need to have that thing ripped out. I need like some sort of yogi to come along with like a chakra extraction kit and just rip out my throat chakra. I only need 6.
You can only
I only need 6.
You can only have them removed if you don't need them. And I know someone who does it.
Do you know a chakra remover, Jer? This is a thing?
Because this person considers them alien implants.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
I like the figure quotes.
Thank you.
Man.
So do you guys get on these things and have like a theme? Or do you just sort of see what's going on?
No.
Grimsteak's trying to steal the hive from me, so this is...
Well, it's eventually just preparing for when you're like, I'm done with the hive. So we need to transition something into it. Gotta have a backup plan.
Again. I think he's got like decades of hive left in him.
He does have decades.
I don't.
It seems like every week, this is the last show. This is the last one.
The last 2 have been just so disappointing. Nobody shows up, and then we got nothing to talk about.
Oh.
Mainly because we all talk all week long to each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And by Friday, we're like, I don't want to fucking talk to you anymore.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are on Zoom every night. It seems like you guys are always
Almost.
talking about it.
I've been going in intervals where I'll take like 3 or 4 days off and just not even turn on the computer.
He disappears and
Uh-huh.
goes into the sad room for a while.
Yes, I go into the sad room. I sit in my corner. Yeah, I mean it's
Lots of rubbing ensues.
yeah, tons of
Aw.
rubbing, lots of hentai. Things get real weird.
Uh,
Tentacles.
I love tentacle hentai.
Oh God. I've wandered into the wrong corner of the internet.
No, you don't.
No, it's the right corner.
It's the safe corner with the nerds.
Yes.
You only fuck up your head, not your body.
Why do you have a theme, Eric? You
Do I
bringing
have
a
a
theme?
theme?
I mean, throw
Well,
a theme out there. Let's theme it up.
I mean, I guess my theme is it's the first time I've been on one of these things, not counting that one time when I was really drunk on Hive.
That one time, I can't.
Well, that,
When Aaron pulled the
Yeah,
gun?
that one time
yes,
at
that
band
was the
camp.
Aaron incident.
That was funny.
Man,
He
that
actually
freaked me
posted
out.
I know, it was funny that you got freaked out by it. I was laughing my ass off.
Why was it? I'm a West Coast liberal. Nobody pulls guns out around here.
You don't even know if it was a real gun or loaded.
True, but I mean, I didn't want to see anything happen. I was gonna be like, if something's gonna happen, I just don't want to witness it.
Oh, I had my finger on the end meeting button. Don't get me wrong.
This isn't
Aw.
happening on my channel. I can't
Yeah,
handle
no,
all these
it
strikes.
But I knew he was joking. I mean, I was 95% sure he was joking.
Well, I don't know Aaron very well. Like that was like the first time I'd really spoken to him.
That was the second time I talked to him. Third, maybe.
Oh, well, maybe you've got better insight into human nature than I do.
Well, he was just talking about how he wants to do comedy instead, and he's got a really raw comedic edge
Yeah.
to him, and how
Yeah.
he's changed it all around. And then he pulls the gun out. It's like, listen to me. It just kind of flowed into what he was talking about. I thought that's how. I don't know. Maybe I was
All
trying
right. No, I mean, I guess I freaked out.
It's all good, dude.
it's all right, Eric.
Just
It's
no
a safe
guns
space
tonight.
I've forgotten completely about it.
Cruising with Steak is a safe space for sure.
What does that even mean, safe space?
Dude,
I
you
I
know,
don't know, but I feel like there should be like more pictures of kittens.
Yes. We can do that.
I can do that. Hold on a second.
Oh yeah. Oh, hold on. I have a picture of a cat right here.
I have lots of cat photos. I take pictures
It's
of my
kind of
cats
a
all the
weird
time.
one.
Oh, okay. Is that cake? Is he eating a cake?
It's a birthday card that I got this year. It's
With mushrooms on the
it's
cat?
from some friends of mine who are body piercers.
Body piercers.
One of them says, "Eric, the world is a better place with a wonderful human like yourself." Aw, a cat. Thanks, Jerry.
Well, that's Jer's cat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cute kitty.
Nice.
That's a cute
I
kitty.
have to select.
He looks way nicer than my cat.
It's a she. Her name is Slash.
Well, she looks way nicer than my cat.
She was actually giving me the stink eye for a long time.
Jerry, do you do software development? I see a little
I
a
do.
GitHub icon up there.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah, I guess we've talked about that before.
Many times, sir. Many times. Vanessa found
Oh,
this
what an adorable
Oh man, that's
Cthulhu.
awesome.
It's like Egyptian.
She was just watching the YouTube chat. I don't know if she's still in there.
These were some memes I made last night. This was during the Grimerica live stream last night.
Oh yeah, they had Dave Matheson on, didn't they? That's
Right. And he was talking about some Hindu god Durga. And somebody in the chat started going, Durga, Durga, y'all. So I had made this,
wow.
you know, because they were talking like Durga, Durga, like from
Uh-huh.
Team America, and then I made this one. So I think that's about it on the cat pictures. God damn it, this keyboard. Stupid keyboard in the dark. Oh, this is Snickers.
Snickers is the name of your cat?
She's cat number 2.
I had a cat named Snickers when I was a kid. I had 2 cats named Snickers. Actually,
Did you eat them?
No, one of them I can't remember. Met an untimely demise, and the other one I think lived to be fairly old.
Going the wrong way. Yeah, all my cats live to be old. This was funny. This dude in the middle here. Okay, wait.
Who is that guy?
Well, the one Steve Bannon. Yeah, I don't know those other 2 guys though.
I recognize Steve Bannon.
Dudes who started Oculus Rift, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. I gotta say, Steve Bannon looks happier in that picture than I've ever seen him.
That's because the media portrays him.
I like the OK Illuminati signs. That's my favorite.
Yeah, aren't the stupid Illuminati?
I know they're trying to take over your Freemasonry, or they
failed.
Or do they
so
control the Freemasonry? What's the deal with all that? What do you feel about all the conspiracy theories?
This was an ad I got playing a game on my phone.
Enter the testosterone zone.
What? Naperville, Illinois? I'm there.
Dude, don't go near Naperville. I used to live there.
It's happening like next week. It's like next Friday, isn't it?
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I like. Look at this. This logo is interesting. It's a church conference. It's like the Promise Keepers 2.0.
Oh my God! You're gonna show up and they're gonna be like, okay, and now we
show up.
We leave the testosterone zone by castrating ourselves.
This was a great meme I found.
Oh, that
I've
is
seen
great.
that. That's great.
Yes.
And this one was good.
The fake news awards were last night, weren't they?
Yeah, I guess it was apparently.
Look at my fucking leg.
I guess it was underwhelming.
Underwhelming? Well, that's sad.
The fake news awards.
Mm-hmm.
Pressing.
I'll have to take this off screen for a second. I don't even know if I could do that. To get around these naughty Clinton ones.
Oh yeah, you mean all the ones that you posted in chat the other day?
Yeah. All right, I think we're done now.
So I actually put together a presentation about the historical Illuminati recently, so I can tell you some stuff about them.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Like the Adam Weishaupt 1776 Illuminati, the Bavarian Illuminati?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because they're probably like one of the things that we don't seem to pay very much attention to, especially people who are way into conspiracy theories, is we have more stuff on the Illuminati than any other secret society. I mean, maybe not including Freemasonry, except that with the Illuminati, we have like a full exposure of their entire organization. All their members.
Yeah, I mean, like as a collective human race. Okay, all right.
All right. Here's the collective human race. I wanted to show you.
Does this offend you? I don't.
What
You're gonna have to explain this one to me. I don't get it. Is it supposed to offend me?
I don't get it either. I don't even know if it's real. It's just hilarious.
Is that a cat?
It's a cat in a robe.
It's a black cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's Don Lemon asking if it offends you. I mean, it's obviously fake. I can see the cut marks around the face.
Right. I mean, it's super fake.
I hope in reality
matches his suit.
Yes.
Is that a Confederate flag draped behind the picture?
It looks like it.
Oh, that totally is.
But I believe that's real. Yeah. It was in the shot.
Okay.
That's probably what he was really holding up. It was probably a Confederate flag he was holding up, and then it just...
Because you can see how it's cut around his fingers poorly.
Yeah, but the Confederate flag is actually there.
The flag's actually in the scene.
Yeah.
So it was something about...
Does this offend you?
It was probably around the time of the...
South Carolina. It
Charleston
must
be.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be.
Dylan Roof.
When they start tearing down statues around the country.
Or that too, yeah, that's true. Wow.
The destruction of our history, that whole thing that went on.
Yeah, you gotta, it's thought police.
You know,
Yeah,
the
right.
Freemasons.
But we know everything
Freemasons
about
are
the
losing a
Illuminati.
statue.
Oh,
because
I'm
of that.
sure they're targets too. We all got to
no,
get band together.
We're losing a statue of Albert Pike because
Really?
Albert Pike was a Confederate general for a hot minute,
Right.
and so they're taking
And
a
a slave
statue
owner.
out of. I don't think he was a slave owner. I don't think he ever owned slaves, but he did have. He was a Confederate general. Oh yeah. So anyhow, so the Illuminati, like, we got pretty much all their information, and the thing that's so ridiculous is, like, they were never really tied to stuff like occult ideas or taking over the world or anything until Leo Taxil. You know, the Taxil hoax in the 1880s.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, this is even more ridiculous. Almost every modern conspiracy theory dealing with Freemasonry came out of this crazy hoax dude in the 1880s who was just making tons of money by playing the Catholic Church and Freemasons off against each other, coming up with crazy ideas. He's the whole one that tied, like, Baphomet into Freemasonry and tied Freemasonry to Satanism and
That
Freemasonry
guy.
to devil worship. He created this fictional woman named
Blavatsky.
Oh shit! No, Blavatsky was real. But Blavatsky was around the same time, or even a little earlier. But he's great. I don't have a really good link to send you guys about him, but his name's Leo Taxil, Taxil, and the Taxil hoax is pretty legendary, and it's just crazy how he continues to be, like, quoted and used as a reference by conspiracy theorists and anti-Masons and stuff to this day. And he's the one who really tied the Illuminati into all the conspiracy theory stuff. You don't really see the Illuminati popping up into conspiracy theories until after Taxil. But the thing that's amazing is in the 1770s, when the Illuminati were created in Bavaria, so Germany wasn't a thing yet. We still had the Holy Roman Empire, and there were tons and tons of different Masonic lodges and Masonic orders that were all sort of fighting to gain control of German Freemasonry. Like, it was tons of infighting, and the concept of, like, the unknown master, like the hidden superiors or whatever, that Blavatsky totally latched onto, that came out of German Freemasonry in that time. There was a group called the Rite of Strict Observance, and then there was also a group called they had a really long name, but everybody calls them the Gold Rosicrucians. And the Gold Rosicrucians and the Rite of Strict Observance and the Illuminati were sort of like these three different branches of Freemasonry that were fighting for dominance. And then near the end,
All with slightly different tenets.
slightly different tenets,
Hmm.
but mostly the same.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the Illuminati were probably the most boring. They were kind of like hyper rationalist Enlightenment thinkers. And none of the other Freemasons were that way. The other Freemasons were very, like, spiritual and mystical weirdos. So you had these sort of, like, hyper rationalists competing with, secret society mystic types, and the Illuminati were the rationalists. Like, they were not. They were, if you could read Adam Weishaupt's writings, right? Like, we've got books that he published after the Illuminati were disbanded. We have all the Illuminati ritual, and he was kind of not super exciting. It's very anticlimactic once you start digging into it.
I'm sure. Is there any intimations or hints at Jesuit infiltration?
He was raised by Jesuits, but the Jesuits actually helped take the Illuminati down.
Allegedly.
Well, actually, so what happened is the Strict Observance collapsed.
I'm fucking with
right?
you. Yeah, right.
Actual.
So the Strict Observance, they were sort of a personality cult type setup, and when their leader died, the whole thing just sort of fell apart. So the Gold Rosicrucians then leaked the existence of the Illuminati to the Bavarian government with the help of the Jesuits, and the Bavarian government came in and confiscated all the Illuminati stuff and got all their paperwork and membership records and ritual and stuff, and
started their own magic division.
Outlawed them. Yeah, if only there was any good magic in the Illuminati stuff.
Yeah, right.
The ritual. There's a great book. It's called
The Illuminatus Trilogy by Robert Anton Wilson.
No, it's way newer than that. It's called something like.
That's a really good book, though.
Yeah, I love that book. I think it's called The Hidden School or The Secret School. It's by Joseph Vegas and Java Singh Anand. and it's basically a translation of all the Illuminati rituals, and it's very straightforward Freemasonry. It is super anticlimactic. I wish the Illuminati were more interesting, but they're not. So anyhow, I gave this lecture on the Illuminati a couple times, and I realized after each time how depressingly sad it is to like go digging into this awesome legend and discover that the roots of it are so freaking boring. And so I was like, I'm not going to talk about
the only things you ran across were the boring things that they put that stuff out there as a distraction, and there's some deeper things to still yet be found.
Yeah, but there's really no
that were
evidence
true.
Well,
Yeah, because we can trace all the stories back to an origin, right? Like we know where all of the conspiracy theories came from. We know where all of the legends came from. We know where all of the stuff came from, and we can point to like this dude started that. This article started that. This rumor started that. And
I would even argue as to say that some of the disbanded Illuminati joined the Masons and eventually found their way into the early American colonies, government even.
That could be. That would be interesting to track.
And
so
then the Masons put out all this Illuminati disinformation to distract. It's like, oh, there's no secret societies. But then they could run the... I'm not saying they were infiltrators into the Masons. I said they were incorporated, assimilated even.
Yeah, they were already all Freemasons.
Oh, well, they just went home.
Yeah, they just went home. Because
so
all
even
of
more shade for themselves.
Oh, yeah, all of the infighting kind of fell apart. You know, all these groups were already like made of Masons. It's just their structures.
Be an awesome name for a band.
Made of Masons.
So in Portland, there are at least 2 bands, maybe 3 different rock bands that are completely made of Masons.
Is one called the Squares and one called the Compasses?
One is called the Low 12. Which is a Masonic reference. I don't think the other ones have cool Masonic names, though.
We could make a band called the Traveling Men.
You mean like the Traveling Wilburys?
God, that's the only thing that popped into my head.
That's magic. Fuck you, it's an illusion. Hey, can you hear my oh my's tonight?
Oh my.
Oh my.
Did you hear it?
I didn't.
Try again.
I have to turn it up, maybe. Let's see.
Nothing, Jer.
No? How about...
Nope.
Wait.
I heard a buzz.
Nope.
No.
Oh, I got some kind of crazy echo. Wow, that was trippy. Sorry. Well, if you hear it, just yell. Go, yip. Caca. You do caca.
Yes, caca.
Don't wait. I'm gotta fuck with it more now.
Dude, it's that voice meter banana.
Grimerica on the internet.
Go to conspiracygnome.com.
Conspiracy Gnome.
GNOME. No.
I'm doing it.
Conspiracy Gnome.
Conspiracygnome.com. So
it's the real deal.
The internet is super slow. Why is everything slow?
It's the coming extinction event.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, if the internet goes down, we're fucked.
That explains the weather.
That is true. So, did you guys read about this?
I also installed patches that
were unsafe.
An unsafe
Are we
patch?
Unsafe?
No, he said install patches.
Fake news.
That were fake news.
Oh.
Oh. No, I installed the Spectre and Meltdown patches. So my computer's probably just really slow now.
Yeah.
There's patches out for a hardware flaw or design issue, or not?
No, it's an operating system level patch. Oh.
I had one of those yesterday. Surprised they still patch Windows 7.
Did you get a keeper there, Eric? Ooh, that's a keeper. All right, I gotta figure this out.
So the meteor in eastern Michigan.
There's a meteor in Eastern Michigan.
Well, that hit, or it blew up. I mean, it blew up before it hit the ground, but it like apparently did a 2.0 shockwave earthquake.
Yep.
And didn't Q refer to something in Eastern Michigan? I saw something about that.
I don't know, but I heard some guy today who
Tungsten rods.
Sorry. Oh, rods, Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, that's possible. You have to be really tiny to make that little of an impact.
Right.
Really?
Like a gram. But that would burn up. See, it has to be big enough to end up like a gram or two.
Wait, so 1 gram of meteor is going to make an impact that big?
It depends what it started at.
Yeah, because it shrinks down.
Yeah.
But that energy kind of pushes it along even faster, and the impact, the inertia energy becomes a shockwave.
That's the thing that we need to worry about. Like, nothing else. Like, dude, the big rock. Like, that's one thing that I feel is just completely out of our control, and it could just randomly happen at any moment.
I have some horrible news for you about the world.
Oh, let's end sometime.
Everything is out of our control.
Yeah,
exactly. Dude, think about this.
I mean, that's really
think about how awesome a meteor. If you want to look at it from the bright side, the bright side is we'll know that space is kind of real.
That is true. Well, space is fake, from what I've heard.
Space is fake. Fuck.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can. I was thinking about this whole space is fake idea. Who is it that spends all of their free time faking all the satellite data that you can download?
NASA.
How much that would take so much time?
It's probably computer generated. Everything's got orbits.
But if space is fake, how would anything have an orbit?
Dude, it's so easy to make a virtual space with shit flying around in it. Think about it.
I'm thinking about it, and I'm just sort of thinking that, like,
if you had $52 billion a year, could you make a really cool virtual space with shit flying around in it?
I could buy a ton of pizza.
And pizza?
Yeah, I'm not really sure if I bought pizza, like the best pizza I could get every day of the year. That wouldn't even take like $1 million, I don't think. So, yeah, you could do a lot of cool stuff with 50 something.
That's all I'm saying.
But you know what I would do? I would fucking build a spaceship and I would go up there.
Maybe they did. Maybe they found out they couldn't get out.
What? And they just like ran into like a blue wall?
No, there's these radiation belts they say they can't go through.
Well, sure. I'm sure there are those. Those have got to exist too.
Right,
I'm sure space is real.
Okay, you're sure it is. I'm not. It's no biggie. Okay. I don't hate you.
All right, that's cool.
I just don't.
Fine, dude, that's whatever.
Know. I don't know. I can't believe.
I love you guys.
A lot of stuff I see, I just don't believe it. I can't believe. There's no proof really. All we have is CGI.
Well, I mean, we do have a lot of data that you can get.
We do. I know, and it's compelling. But I mean, a lot of it, I don't know.
Oh, I found the link to the Michigan meteor 2.0 earthquake.
Oh yeah, I'm
gonna put it in.
Yeah, it's not like I'm not up for debating it because I'm not completely. I don't have an opinion. I just don't know.
I'm not going to debate it either.
I see a lot of shenanigans going on.
I don't think it's anything to debate. I think it's just something fun to talk about. It's just a nice thought experiment,
so,
you know.
I do think a lot of what they show as ISS footage is fraud, or they're in a place where there's gravity.
Yes, there's always gravity.
Well, there's a place where they're not free falling. Where they film from, because there's definitely harnesses on these people. Sometimes.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't looked at a whole lot of that footage.
And just because they're doing that means there's some fraud somewhere. They're hiding something if they have to do that.
Unless it's a safety harness.
But why would they wear an invisible safety harness that's used for filming shit?
I don't know. I haven't seen these harnesses. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's lots.
But this is saying it looks like actually it was that somebody's offering an award for a 1 kilo chunk of the Michigan meteorite. So maybe they're thinking that it was even bigger than a gram. It was like 1,000 grams.
Wow.
Oh, this was 6 pounds.
Oh, 6 pounds. That's a ton of grams.
That's a lot of grams.
So much marijuana.
Or maybe it was 6 feet. It was 6 feet or 6 pounds. Either way, it was big.
Man.
There are 32 grams.
10 kilotons.
32 grams in an ounce?
No, there
No,
isn't. a ton
no,
of-
there isn't.
sorry.
There's 28 grams in
28.
an ounce.
28
Oh,
grams.
and
28 grams in an ounce.
How many ounces are in a pound?
16.
16. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Wait, that's
So-
liquid ounces.
No.
No,
Wait,
that's
16
because
ounces to a
that's. Come on, man.
I
Have you ever
hate
broken an
real
ounce down?
measurements.
There's a pound of liquid and ounces don't go together.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's true.
16 ounces in a pound. Yeah, because a QP is 4 ounce. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. So then,
you don't even
what's
have to worry about
28
that in Oregon
times
anymore.
16? I know, right? 28
You
times
just,
16.
you just buy
is-
everything by the gram, or your friends have grown too much and they just give it to you. We lost him, Jerry. We
I'm
lost him.
talking. No,
He's in it.
I'm trying to do math in my head. I'm trying to Rain Man 28 times 16, and I
I'm trying to
can't.
answer that guy on Discord. I wish he'd just come in here.
Why doesn't he just come in here?
I don't know.
So anyhow, the Michigan meteor was 6 feet wide and exploded with the power of 10 tons of TNT.
Wow,
Wow.
pretty impressive.
Oh,
I
and
should've
also
jinxed
the
you on
news
that,
says
wow.
if you find a chunk of the Michigan meteorite, it's okay to touch it. You don't have to get consent or anything. You can just touch it.
They said no. They said don't touch it.
Really? This says touch it.
I wouldn't touch it.
Didn't somebody
think-
find a chunk of it? I could have swore I saw an article on Twitter about that.
Maybe.
Oh man. But it's Twitter, so it could have just been some dudes in a field holding up a rock and tricking me.
I found a rock. I found a rock in
Yes,
Michigan. It's got to
exactly.
be meteorite.
Gotta be a meteorite. There's no rocks out here.
Michigan's been rock free since 1984.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh my.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Bingo.
I heard that.
We're gonna get taken off of YouTube now for using George Takei's likeness.
Do you think anybody will notice? How many listeners are there?
Right now it says there's one.
Oh, it's you.
It could be me. I don't know. I'm watching through my dashboard, so I don't know if that counts me as a viewer.
Do you tweet the URL and let people know?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Yeah?
No, I didn't tweet it out, but I can.
Well, I mean, I feel like if you want viewers,
Yeah,
Do we
viewers
want-
are a rich man's game.
I'm gonna tweet that. I'm gonna tweet that as a quote from you.
Viewers are a rich man's game. Good work. Oh man, I almost just tweeted out the Zoom link. That would have been a disaster. Would have had to change my meeting ID.
Oh my.
Exactly.
And then I'm gonna tweet out the URL. I'm doing it.
You're
I've got
doing
like
it?
1,500 followers, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
3 of them pay attention.
Well, there you go. Boom. We'll pick up a bunch of your followers and they'll say, why are you hanging out with these guys, Eric?
Can you guys hear me
Why?
now?
Oh yeah, dude.
Hello?
We heard some oh my's
Alright.
too.
I know, but when those were on, you couldn't hear me.
Uh,
Can you hear me? Oh my! And
I'm just gonna retweet your tweet.
did you just hear it?
I didn't just hear that.
Fuck. This shit makes.
You are Grom Steak, right?
Oh, you better believe I'm Grom Steak.
Okay.
Hashtag why am I hanging out with these guys? Like, retweet. Hashtag oops. Oh, that's perfect.
Jerry, I don't think we can hear you. I mean, your lips are moving.
Lips are moving, but nothing's
Yeah, I know,
coming
I'm working on it.
out.
Oh, cool. Now I can hear you.
Yeah, but you can't hear my oh my's.
Well, I mean, it's one or the other, I suppose.
Did you hear that?
Nope.
Nope.
No, I know why, but I can't.
His voice meter's a bitch. That's why she's
No,
a
because when I
ruthless
get it set
bitch.
right, I hear myself. I hear an echo when I say stuff. It's like two of me talking. It's very confusing. Shut up.
Oh, that's your cat? Thought it
Is
was
that
my cat
Snickers?
for a
It's your
second.
mom.
Oh, it is?
Oh. Oh,
For real?
wait,
Yes, it's my
wait.
kitty. It's my kitty.
Is Jerry your dad?
It's
Well, but it could be.
possible. It is very possible.
Because
I'm just gonna
what's your mom's
live.
first name? Barbara?
No, Deborah.
Deborah. When Deborah and I first met years ago, she was but 9 years old. I don't even know how old she is. She's probably she's probably younger than me.
61.
Oh no, she's an old lady.
Born.
You got older brothers and sisters?
I have an older brother.
Okay.
He's 5 years older than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
You're a middle kid.
No, I'm the youngest. I don't have any. Or it could be the middle. There could be
They're the
some
most spoiled,
illegits.
those last kids.
The last kids.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't know why my brother was always the favorite from what I remember. Childhood.
So what's with all the Masonic encoding in the DC layout?
Ooh, nice.
Oh, geez, I don't know.
You've looked at it though, right?
You guys don't talk about that
Yeah,
at the
I've-
meetings?
No, we don't talk about that in meetings. We got way more important stuff to worry about.
This is just esotericist type talk. Like,
I don't know.
It looks to me like some kind of amplifier or portal energy. You know, the whole thing could be taken as a sigil, and it could be.
Mhm.
And if it's on a certain energy grid, right, it could maybe amplify that.
Yeah, that could be. If so, I certainly haven't heard any Masons talking about it. So it could be something that we lost, you know? So Freemasonry in America almost died twice in the 19th century. We lost a lot of stuff. So it could be secrets that were lost. It could be pure coincidence. It could be
It's not coincidence, dude. You got to look at it.
I have looked at it. I honestly don't know. I haven't heard any Mason secrets about it. But I also have only met a couple Masons from DC, and honestly, it is my opinion that Freemasonry lost a ton of its secrets during like the 1820s, and then again during like the Civil War period.
Do you think that all that stuff's in the basement of the Smithsonian?
Well, I mean, it could be, but it would take up so much space that I don't know where we'd keep our black helicopters.
Well, isn't that like a TARDIS down there?
I'm pretty sure there's a TARDIS.
The TARDIS is in Guthrie, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was watching this Doctor Who the other day, and they were explaining it to a new companion.
Mm-hmm.
The mind control pedophile in a box.
I mean, he's so old. Everything he wants to sleep with, it's pedophilia.
Exactly.
Like the age of consent for the Doctor would have to be like 1,500 years. You'd have to be super old.
Exactly. Well, this was my thing. I was watching the other day, and I'm going, this dude could have like some kind of drug in the air when you walk in that instantly controls your mind, right? And you think you're somewhere else, but he opens the door and it's just another virtual room or something.
Oh yeah, and you're like, oh my god, it's bigger on the inside, but really you're just really, really high.
No, you've been, you've had your mind controlled, and now let's have sex, and then I'm gonna fly you back in time. It's like everything centers around the TARDIS, and what's outside is all. You have to look at it virtually, because how could that all exist? It's like, wow.
That's
it's
true.
Too much for a human. So
you're saying the TARDIS is just some sort of big, wacky, virtual reality
generator
playbox.
Yeah.
Wow. It's the video games of the future.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Time Lords.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, exactly.
I really hope that's
the case. You just ruined Doctor Who. You just ruined Doctor Who.
But no, can't you look at it from that perspective? Just like totally objectively. And then he's a pedophile on top of it because he's going after these teenagers.
Yeah.
He's not technically pedophile, but it's just like he's 2,000 years old, however. Whatever.
Yeah.
Not even human.
Right. He's an alien. Wait, so if he's an alien, does that make it pedophilia?
He's a prober.
Oh, that is true. Aliens can do whatever they want. Get away with it.
Have you noticed how many psychic, vampiric entities and themes there are in that show, and how death really surrounds the entire show, and how pointless life is? There's a lot of themes that continue on through At least through the
Yeah.
Capaldi season. It's very
Yeah.
dark. It's very dark.
It is very dark.
Yeah.
I mean, I always just think of Pyramids of Mars, which has my favorite Doctor Who line ever, which is something like
I'm not complaining about the darkness. I'm just
a
pointing.
priest hole in a 19th century Victorian folly? Nonsense.
Priest hole? I don't
Back in
think I saw that one. Who was that with?
It was with Baker, Tom Baker,
Baker.
you know, the big hair dude.
Yep, I
everybody's
know Baker.
favorite.
He's my favorite doctor.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would say that the rest of Pyramids of Mars isn't super awesome, and that one line just goes by super fast, and you're sort of like, what nerdy writer decided to stick that in there? Like, first of all, it is like a huge architecture nerd joke, right? Because a priest hole is like a thing that was used during
building pyramids to throw the priests in.
No, it was used during like the 1500s and 1600s when a priest had to hide from like the Church of England when they were going around rounding up Catholics to burn at the stake or whatever.
Or that Bernardo Gui character.
Bernardo
Yeah,
Gui.
I don't know who that is. I don't get
He's
it.
one of the Inquisition guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and so it's a super nerdy joke, and I always, like, the first time I heard it, I was like, what? And I had to rewind and listen to it again, and then I was like, okay, that was nerdy. I'm gonna have to look this up on Wikipedia. Although I suspect I saw that before Wikipedia was a thing. Who knows?
Well, explain the joke, dude. We don't get it.
Oh, so they're in a building it's a building that was built in like the 1900s or 1800s that to look like an old castle. So it's a folly. A folly is like yeah. So it's a folly that has a priest hole in it, and they have to hide in the priest hole. And the doctor's like, "Why the hell is there a folly in this building? That's ridiculous." Or why the hell is there a priest hole in a folly? Like, that's ridiculous. And then the whole joke being that the guy who had it built was such a like historical accuracy nerd that he had to have a priest hole built into it. And the whole and a whole way of like escaping from this ultra powerful bad guy rests around this architectural in joke.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He actually had a sort of a cameo, more than a cameo, in one of the later Matt Smith episodes.
Oh, did he? I don't know if I
It's the one where they hide. Gallifrey didn't get destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it turns out, that it's in suspension, in suspended animation, apparently in a painting, but possibly not. Anyway, they all got together to do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I do remember that. I remember.
Yeah,
that. Okay.
But they were all like, they met up in a new timeline together.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
I gotta say, I feel like the new Doctor Who's, as they've gone on, they've become less and less, like, I have less desire to rewatch them. Like the old ones, I love going back and watching an old Doctor Who, like an old Tom Baker one or something. But the new ones, they're all so friggin' fast paced, and I want
to keep up with that new generation. You know?
Yeah, it's not as it feels like it's lost its charm. The special effects are too good. I'm like, what, did NASA do this?
But they do throw some cheesy shit in, believe me. I mean, you can, especially in the last season. Did you see the episode where the like the origin of the Cybermen? It was recent. It was last season, like with Capaldi.
Oh yeah, where they were in the giant spaceship that was getting sucked into a black hole or trying to escape a black hole, so time was dilated differently.
Yeah,
that was interesting. I liked that, and that was cool.
Wasn't that it? But it was weird. I don't know. It was like cool and also bogus at the same time.
Yeah, there was definitely some bogosity going on.
There's much bogosity. No, but I really enjoyed that last season. I mean, I like the show a lot. I just happen to notice these themes of vampiric entities taking advantage of humans or doing stupid shit and death.
Oh,
even the doctor is going to die, and it's imminent.
Oh yeah,
always.
What about the episode with the college kids in a house where there were like the sentient bugs that were like sucking people into the walls and stuff? That one was awful. It was so bad that if you forgot it, you've done your memory and your mind.
Who was which season?
It was it was Capaldi. It was he had Bill, and Bill moved into a new house with all of these other college kids, and
Didn't see
they
it.
started getting like eaten by the house, and it turns out that there was like, I don't know, sentient wood or like trees that were vengeful or some weird thing.
Always those vengeful trees.
And the whole thing was, it's wood, so the sonic screwdriver wouldn't work on it, and
Mm.
it was just like. And then at the end, I can't even remember what the end was, but it was so.
Fire.
That would have been good. That would have been really effective. No, it was just so dumb. It was like one of those episodes where there's this like a Deus Ex Machina ending, where it's just like, oh, I just thought of this bizarre new technology or this strange new thing that solves all of our problems with no repercussions, and blah, everything's fixed.
Mm.
You're like, fuck, that's cheating.
It's
That's
like
cheating. You just cheated on a TV show.
Yeah, like the one when the moon turns out to be an egg and hatches a new thing.
And then it lays a
And
new
lays
moon.
a new moon.
What?
Yeah. That one was so bad. It's like, what the hell? No.
Yes, but but the whole spiders on the moon thing that's
Yeah.
a plot archetype, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
that I see a lot. Anyway,
Spiders on the moon.
I finished watching The Magicians.
Oh yeah.
Love that show.
I've watched through season 2. That's a
Yeah.
great show. That's fun.
That's interesting show, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't. So there's a new season that's starting, right? Or
Yeah, I
has
think it just
season
started.
3.
Yeah,
Did it?
season 3. Yeah, it's on
Yeah.
Sci-Fi.
Oh, it's
I
on
don't know.
Sci-Fi.
I don't get like normal TV. I watch
No,
it
me neither.
on Netflix.
Me
so-
too.
Got to be a cord cutter.
I would rather binge watch a season than
Yeah, same here.
wait a
Because
week.
that's why God invented marijuana.
True.
Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
We had to have receptors for it too. So,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
means we're of the same life tree.
Oh man, that's deep.
Yeah.
Are you smoking marijuana?
No,
It's the only
Uh.
way you can reach levels of that deepness of smoking marijuana.
I've just always thought of it that way. If you have a receptor for something, you must be part of that organism, or it's part of your ancestry. If evolution,
Yeah, or you're
is
supposed
true.
to be. Yeah, or you're supposed to be interfacing with it.
Correct.
But it is pretty crazy in Oregon. The marijuana situation is just nuts. Like there's so much marijuana all over the place. That because everybody's growing it now.
Yeah.
You'll
But
get
the
like
feds are
marijuana for your
smoking
birthday.
now.
That's not gonna
Feds are,
happen.
it's too late. The Pandora's box is open. Pandora's stash is opened.
No, I realize that it's
Yeah.
futile for. I don't know what. I don't know. It seems like it's a thing that they can easily take away to save face in a dire situation.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a foot in the door. I don't even know what to categorize that. But you know what I'm saying. If shit went down bad, they could say, okay, look, okay, we'll leave you guys to have it. But they weren't going to enforce that anyway.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's how I see it. But I could be wrong. Sessions
I don't
could be a
know.
total dick.
He looks kind of like Gollum.
Yeah. Or Keebler Elf.
He looks like Lindsey Graham if Lindsey Graham was a guy.
Oh, I like what you did there. That's good.
I think the Grimerica website is down. Oh no, I'm there.
Oh
I'm
shit,
there.
this is live, isn't it?
Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
wait, are we not?
What, are you not
This is
supposed
for
to be
Android.
talking crap about Lindsey Graham?
No, because it's political humor, isn't it?
Political
Oh, are we
humor?
not supposed to use political humor?
Well, we can't use that?
There go all
I
my
don't want to.
jokes.
I'm not trying to be slanderous. I was making a joke.
Oh.
That's my point.
What, am I going to get strikes now?
I seriously doubt it. What's with the foxes?
I don't know. James made all these images, and I thought the same thing. Like, why do you put all these foxes in there? And I'm like,
You didn't even put your eyes in the picture.
no. Like,
That
I'll
would have
just
been
let him
funny.
go
if
with
you,
it.
made your face.
Just put my face on the fox. It'd be perfect.
But which one are you? I figure.
Oh, I'm the
you're
pink one,
probably-
obviously.
Why?
I just, I don't know. I feel like I relate to that pink fox. I get a good vibe from it.
I'm just trying to.
I had to look up Lindsey Graham.
Very feminine.
Yeah.
What is
Weird.
you've got like us in what like the bottom half? Felix is here. Hi, Felix.
Who's...
Oh yeah, he was here.
Wait. Oh, are you at the YouTube chat thing?
Yeah, our
I'm
tweet
sad.
did nothing. It brought in literally no no viewers.
Well, viewers are a rich man's game.
It's absolutely true.
No, it's that Grim hasn't paid enough for the chatbots to come.
What?
You can buy viewers and subs and all that.
Really?
That's just crazy.
Sure. That's crazy.
Is it legal?
Of course, it's legal.
I'm gonna go view our YouTube thing. I want just in case there's anybody there asking questions.
It looks horrible. Don't even bother.
Yeah, it's awful.
There's only one person.
Jerry's triggered by just laying eyes
watching.
on this layout.
I don't like it.
I mean, the layout's awful. Like you only have these little itty bitty boxes for the talking heads.
I know.
We don't look anything like fake news.
No.
Oh,
Dude, this just in.
Oh man, we should.
It looks like Felix. Does Felix want us to talk about net neutrality?
No, he's already long gone.
They got problems with. I mean, there's
Uh-oh.
so many lawsuits against the government right now because of that.
I know there should be. Net neutrality is cool. The
I
government
want to know.
sucks.
I got a question. How does an
Okay.
unelected official get to dictate policy for the government without congressional approval, without presidential approval, etc.?
I don't know. It sounds like a really bad idea to me.
Sessions saying that okay, we're going after the states now. That's in direct relation to that. He's dictating the policy of the government of the country, but he's an unelected official.
So he's an unelected official, but he is selected by an elected official and affirmed by elected officials.
So he's granted approval, even but
then you also notice that like the attorney generals for the regions that have states with marijuana laws, most of them have said like we're not going to pay attention to this order.
Right, and California is actually going to sue ones that do. I think was what I read today, right?
I didn't read any of that today, but
they've gone apeshit.
California's been apeshit for ages.
California, right, I cleaned it up a little.
Is like a pit of evil. Are you in California? You're not in California. You've got like a weird time zone.
I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
A weird time zone.
Yeah. Yeah, you're at like 2 hours ahead of me. That puts you in like Michigan or something.
Well, no, yeah, I'm 2 hours. No, I'm by Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
So I'm central.
I've been there.
Yeah, I've never been out to Portland. I've never been out west.
Portland's pretty cool, but it keeps getting more and more expensive.
Oh, dude, it's gonna get all gentrified.
Oh, it's totally. I might be part of the problem, except that I'm poor. But I'm gonna have to probably like move out into the boonies someday. I'm gonna have to move out into the desert and live in a shack.
Oh, a desert shack? That'd be kind of cool.
In a tiny shack?
You could 3D print a shack.
Probably.
Love shack, baby. Love shack.
And yes, Oregon has a desert. Half of Oregon is a desert.
I fucking love that song, by the way.
It's a good song.
I saw that tour, by the way.
Can we splice 12 seconds of it into our episode?
Fuck yeah.
12 seconds of Love Shack?
Yeah. Is there like a button for that?
Button for everything. But first,
I can do it.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's right. You have the capabilities now, Jer.
I do.
Good, because I really feel like
we can't play the whole thing. We can play 7 seconds at a time. So I'll find the most hilarious part.
7 is safe. The internet, my internet connection is able.
It's just a reflection of you.
Love Shack, baby, Love Shack, Love Shack, baby, Love
That's where it's at. The Love Shack.
We're set way back in the middle of a hill, just a funky old shack.
Yeah, all right.
Awesome. We're gonna turn this into a clip show.
Clip show. Good.
I don't know. I don't understand how you can show clips of things and like make fun of them and not get demonetized or whatever that happens to people, copyright strikes, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Well,
it's like if you're reporting information about something that
mm-hmm.
it's commentary or opinion versus humor, it seems like those are unfairly targeted on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, I mean, first they have to notice it, right? And we're probably safe.
Oh, I'm not worried about me. This is on his channel. I don't give a shit. Sorry.
No,
You're
I
going
don't
to
care.
B-52's jail.
I don't care
No,
either.
what they'll do is if you have
Oh, what do you think of these sweet flame border that I put on here now? Sorry.
Oh, do I have to go click on it again?
No, thanks a lot.
I think I got something. I think I'm working with something here.
It's much better.
A little better?
Oh yeah, flames. I like the flames. This is cool. You
All
still
right.
got a fox?
Yeah, there's still a fox up there, so we got the foxes covered.
What's with the fox?
I don't know. It's James just did it, and I'm not gonna question it. I'm just rolling with it.
I mean, you got 3 watchers, but you've had 4 upvotes. That's pretty good.
Sweet.
I have multiple accounts. How many would you like?
1,000. Give us 1,000. We want to feel really popular.
But I can do.
Oh, I guess I've got another account too.
Here's our rich man's game. Let's not get carried away here.
So yeah, that magician show was pretty cool.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the. So, are we supposed to warn people if we're like, "Hey, spoilers! We're gonna spoil the end of season 2."
No, you talk about whatever you want.
But I loved this idea where they like killed a god. And
yeah.
then
Yes.
They don't really think much about it. And then the whiny dude with the long hair, he's like lying in bed with the blonde girl, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and then I just like killed this god dude. And she's like, "No, what?" And then the plumber god of magic comes in, and he's like, "Nope, you guys get your toys taken away."
Right.
It was awesome.
Why did that happen again?
Because the whiny kid. Oh my god, they're all
he killed
whiny.
Ember and Umber.
Yeah, Umber and Ember got killed, and basically now humans are being punished by the super gods, the uber gods,
who are the Greek gods. It looks like.
Yeah, possibly, or maybe even stronger than them. I don't know if they really made it clear who Ember and Umber's parents were. The Alice was just like they're like super strong. So I guess we'll find out in season 3 when they fix everything and break everything again.
And the Julia chick, she's totally got to go. I wish she was. I don't know. All the women are annoying on that show, pretty much.
I mean, all the characters are pretty annoying.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah,
but the show's got a
I
good.
think
I like. Well, Margot's became a total bitch.
Yeah.
You know, she was awesome at the beginning, and then she became like this sadist with one eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe the character who's become the most tolerable is the High King guy.
Yeah, well, he was my favorite character throughout the whole show.
But he's actually shown like character development, right? Like he's grown as an individual. Like he started off as such a little shit, and then he grew up to be like, I'm responsible now, and that's kind of been cool to see.
Yeah, totally. And Margot went the other way.
Yeah. But I really like when TV shows have dynamic characters, because TV shows doesn't seem to have it very often. So that's neat.
We talked to this guy Steve Creamy last night, who's an author. I forgot what I was going to say now. No, he had read the books, and he was telling me it was a good series and stuff. There was something else I thought of to tell you about that, but I forgot what it was. Never mind.
Does it follow the books pretty well? Did he say?
He hasn't seen the show yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I-
I might check those books out. I don't know. I feel like my reading list is
Enormous.
ginormous, and I will never catch up.
So you just gave up like me?
No, I just I've got like this wall of books over here that sort of stares at me threateningly. Let's see if I can.
just laughing, mocking you. Oh man.
Wah, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, that's a wall of books, all right.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's only one of the walls.
I've got like that in boxes in my garage.
Yeah,
But
I've
they're
got
all,
some boxes too. But anyhow, so
they're all computer books in my case.
because you stopped reading. Oh, I do have a shelf of those. I've got a computer book called Introduction to Ada. From
Ada?
1970. And I have
That's
Yeah,
so
Ada.
1970s. All right, whose internet's sucking right
I
now?
have a book called
I think it's Eric's. Because
Okay.
you're not lagging to me.
Eric, just hold on a second. You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Yeah. I think we got a full blown
can
loss
read.
on him.
That's the last line before we can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Oh no, he came back. Sort of.
He's max
You
headroom.
guys, I just found like an ancient love letter from October 21st,
Best way to
1969.
come best way to come back out of a lag ever.
That's so bizarre. I've never opened this book up. Oh,
Who? It's not a love letter to you.
I'm gonna
is
have
it?
to.
You weren't even
investigate that.
born then.
No, it's a love letter. It's a love letter to Dick Petticord, who was a computer science professor at Southern Oregon State College. I think
Why
he's-
does that
I
name
don't know
sound
if he's still
familiar?
alive.
Dick
I
Dick?
don't know. Did you ever go to Southern Oregon? Petticord. This book was written in 1961, published in 1961.
Environmental assessment management.
No, you would be computer science.
That's his company.
Oh no, he was a professor.
Well, now he's
Wow, this is
Professor
environmental
turned
assessment
company
and
owner?
management.
huh. I think he
Hmm.
might be dead.
The plot thickens.
It's a really 1980s type of website. It's possible.
1980s type of website.
Copyright 2005.
Oh, nice. Is it an angel fire?
It looks like one.
That-
Could be a different.
no,
Dick
that's not the same guy because this guy's in Virginia.
This guy was in Virginia too.
No, I mean Dick Petticord, the
GeoCities.
environmental assessment. Dick Petticord is in Virginia, but the guy that I'm talking about would have been in Oregon, Ashland, Oregon.
Maybe he moved.
Well,
Possible.
I think he died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dick Petticord, Ashland, Oregon.
What's the name of the book?
It's called Understanding Digital Computers.
I think I have that book.
Yeah?
Like an old
Does yours
hard
have a
copy.
love letter in it also?
No, I gotta take the Dick Petticord out of here. Forrest Mims.
Okay, here's the Dick Petticord.
Forrest
that-
Mims.
Forrest Mim.
That's the authors.
You mean memes?
No, this is the dude's name.
Oops, that's the wrong. This is the guy. This I'm putting it in Discord right now. Petticordsongs.com. He's very old. Maybe he's still alive. You can listen to some of his music.
If he's old, I don't want to hear it. I'm kidding.
There's all sorts of great old music.
Ages.
I'm kidding.
Air,
I'm kidding.
Air Force One. He's still alive. He has a Trump joke on the page.
Oh, I was spelling his name wrong.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. Dude, I don't know. I'm waiting
Man.
for fucking.
Bunch of old dudes rocking out.
I'm waiting for Discord to start up so I
Yeah.
can get the stupid link.
Oh, I can put it in the Zoom chat too.
Oh, it's too late now.
Discord's already booting.
Bob Hardy, Una Mie.
Oh, he is old. He
Yeah.
looks like I don't know. He looks like
He looks like he can't hear anymore. He's like,
let's
"Are we
run a
playing a
sample of
song
this."
now?"
Is it time to play again? Time for my enema. The dude on the guitar looks like the guy from Office Space who invents
does.
that game, Jump to Conclusions. Was that the game, or was that? Oh,
Oh yeah. I almost
Remember-
said he also kind of looks like the dad from Eight Is Enough.
no, Dick Van Patten.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't seen that show since it was on.
What's that guy? What was the guy's name? You know what I'm talking about? He was trying to kill himself.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. It does. It looks a lot like him. Well, so anyhow, I just found a love letter to Dick Petticord, written in 1969.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Tom Smykowski.
I'm
What's the
gonna.
guy's name?
It's in very nice cursive, but it's sort of slanty.
I can't.
Hi,
read
and how
cursive.
are you, my friend? Hi, and how are you, my friend? It is now nearly midnight, and I have to be up early, but I wanted to get this written before I go to bed. Your letter came as quite a surprise. I really had expected you would drift off into oblivion. Oh my God, he had an affair. And I would never hear from you again. I am pleased that you and Veronica are still together and quite happy. I drove past your house tonight, and it seems that someone else is living there now, but they have burlap curtains, so they must be okay. My summer was very interesting. I learned a lot and was very happy living by myself.
Burlap.
Phil was... I know, I don't understand. Why would that mean they were okay? Phil was
So what,
around
straw?
a lot, and we became very close again. Closer, I think, than ever before. Ooh, it is very beautiful. My courses this year are much better than the majority of my courses last year. Wow, it's a very boring letter. I'm sorry. I have 4 computing courses and modern American English. The computing courses are interesting, but that English is really far out. I love it. And sometimes I wonder what I am doing in CS.
Wait, she
But
said
not
something was
for
far
long,
out in the 1800s.
In 1969.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute.
I did decide this summer that working for a big company is not what I want, so I think I will teach a first year CS course at a university. I think it would be fun, and I will enjoy having people contact. People still speak of you. You will be glad to know, and they always remember you fondly. So you
Remember your fondling.
yeah. So you had something impact on the people you knew up here. And what more could you ask? Today we are having our first snowfall, a wet one to be a wet one to be sure, but winter is on its way. Oh, to be in
Winter's
California.
coming.
Phil often comes and visits on weekends, and our relationship seems constantly to be deepening. Ooh. I am so very happy this year. Dick, I hope that you are too. I must say goodbye now, as I want to do a little work on an assignment before I sleep. So, a very dear friend of mine, as a very dear friend of mine says, live dangerously, but take care. Love, Lorna. That's not as juicy as I hoped it would be.
It's juicy. For its
Next
time.
time.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of an inane letter. It sort of makes you realize that people before the internet were really bored.
Yeah, that's how they had to communicate. They couldn't just like
I know,
shoot
I
a
mean-
text.
They don't even teach cursive in school anymore.
No.
We haven't said But like, think of the conversation we've had. It hasn't been very inane at all. We shared like cat pictures when we wanted to. We listened to a song when we wanted to. I looked up Lindsey Graham. I didn't really want to, but it seemed important.
Kind of looks like a tranny. You could believe it.
Yeah,
really see it.
I could see it. Yeah. All right. You know what, guys? I think I have to get going.
No way.
Well, I have to go downtown pretty soon. One of my I have a dear friend visiting from Texas, Chuck Dunning. I interviewed him on my podcast on episode 4, part 1 and
Excellent.
2. Yeah,
Check it
or
out.
maybe it was episode 7. I think it was episode 4. But yeah, he's in town, and I'm gonna go have a beer with him.
Right on.
But it was
Thanks
really
for
fun
hanging out.
to talk to you guys on the internet.
It's fun
we
to
do it
talk
all
to
the
you
time.
on the internet too.
Let's click the
I
Zoom
hope
link
that-
when we throw it in there. Hang out.
I may or may not be out there in April.
Well, if you are, get a hold of me. Let's
I will
go
let you know.
do something.
I totally
There's
forget
a-
what I was going to go to. Oh, it was the Flambeau Noir.
Yeah, Jeremy Crow's Left Hand
Mm.
Path conference. We can go make fun of some Satanists.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We should wear really, really bright colors, so we'll
And-
really
and-
stand out in the crowd.
Fake mohawks and collars.
Yeah.
Mm.
We should,
Spikes.
pop
I'll
our
wear my
collars.
I'll wear my Space Invaders hoodie.
Okay.
The Space Invaders on it.
Last year, I went to the Seattle Esoteric Book Conference with some friends, and I was the only one there who was not wearing all black. It was really weird. So, all right, you guys, thank you
All right.
so much for having
Cool.
me.
Later.
It's been a pleasure.
Hang out
And,
anytime,
I don't
Eric.
even know how.
There
I
should
don't know
be
how
a
to get
leave-
out of this thing.
There should be
Oh,
a leave
press
in
leave
the
meeting at the bottom.
yeah, it's in the lower right end meeting. All right, bye.
I want this thing to work so badly.
Which thing are you trying to get to work?
Oh my.
Oh, I heard that. It was really quiet, but I heard it. I can't hear you now.
I still can't figure it out. It's craziness.
You have it working sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
but
what
I can't ever get it
happens?
back. I can't remember what to set everything at. I got to keep. Zoom
Go on
can't
to
detect.
what do you have?
It just said it couldn't detect my microphone.
Oh, what?
It was
What's that?
crazy. But I'm talking and you can hear me, so it
Yeah.
must be detecting it.
It's got it detected.
Try
Sounds
to,
like fake news.
it's not too late. Try to detect it. Is James coming, or are we just?
He was supposed to be, but I don't know.
Where's that guy? He should be in here,
Why isn't he in here? That is true.
dude. Get in here. It's like, where are you?
Everything is crazy.
So Failed's got really shitty internet. Is that what I heard?
It's not that bad. He was in here the other night.
I thought he said the other day, or he told me in a message that it was bad. Or no, was it in that? Hang on, I don't remember. He just said it was wasn't that good. It's not 2 a.m., is it?
2
Fucking
a.m.?
Windows.
No,
My window
it's
says it's
like I
2
hope
a.m..
not. Things are getting out of control.
Apparently, I have to turn off set automatically and turn it back on.
Well, that sounds fine.
It's fucked up. So what's going on? How's work?
That's not too bad. It's been very busy lately because this grocery store closed down like the next town over, so
Yeah.
we've kind of
Oh, cool.
absorbed their people.
How are your cryptocurrencies doing?
None. Although, dude, just after last night, like, there was just intense crypto talk going on, and it's just
Where?
making me think.
Oh, on your show?
Yeah, well, yeah, because Feld started talking about it, then Ren popped in, and they were just going at it, and Leonidas came in, and he was talking, and, like, they were just, it was, I don't know, man. It
was
seems
too-
like right
too
now
much
is the
for you.
time. Dude, sometimes it is. Sometimes
You're
there's so
triggered.
much.
I like
Yeah.
how you it's a Ponzi scheme.
There's just so no, there's just so much information though. It's just like what the hell? And just all the alts, and you could, and Nomad the entire time was dude, I know the point he was trying to make was like, oh, he said it's a distraction about 500 times, and it was hilarious. But dude, he's basically saying that I think Bitcoin was created for them to have more control over us, or something like that. Like it was just like it's the same. It's just a different side of the same sword. Like, we don't have cash, but we have this now, and they're feeding it to us.
Only people who don't understand how it works say that.
Right.
Once you understand what's going on and how it operates, which is distributed, no one owns it.
Yeah.
It can't be controlled. You know, you can't really say that.
And just how everything's transparent. Like, but then, you know, because he was like, well, is there any way they can make that not transparent? And then, like, they were talking about there's some, like, private blockchains, but the way it is...
it's not Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly. But then you don't have to buy into it. Yeah, it was a whole thing, dude. Nomad was... He was pushing so hard.
He's just got he's on the bad side of this argument, that's all.
Yeah.
It's like people saying the NSA made it. Okay, maybe they did. Who cares?
Yeah.
Bix Weir constantly says that he thinks it was Alan Greenspan who invented it. Like in the 60s.
It's possible.
I
Who knows
know.
who it could be, you know?
And I mean, he's a smart dude, but I heard someone the other day say that he thought it could be Charlie Lee, was the inventor of Litecoin, is actually Nakamoto.
Yeah, you're the only one I've heard say that. I mentioned that to Ren last night, and he was like, "It's possible."
It's possible, exactly. It is. You know, I don't know. We'll see. I think the markets have definitely bottomed today, though.
Oh, they well, I guess didn't they kind of start going up a little bit last night or something?
They did, and they kind of like did a double dip, and everything's up like 10 or 20%.
Right.
Here's one I'm looking at right now is up 162%.
Jesus.
Shit's so cheap, people are just going to buy back in.
Yeah. Wow.
It's going to just keep going like this, but every time it goes up, it's going to go up more because it doesn't go down back to where it was.
Right.
Until it's completely full. Like the market cap's up to 575. Last week it was close to $900 billion. Remember that?
900 billion?
Yeah, the whole market cap of cryptos, and today it's at 575 billion with a B, which means $300 billion has been moved out of cryptos.
Yeah.
In the last week, $300 billion. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money.
I mean, it's crazy.
Wow.
And to think about to say like, oh, well, the NSA controls it. That's so retarded. I hear people say that. It's like, no. Now, if the AI invented a thing, that could be possible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is possible. Yeah.
I think we should change. When people talk about AI, they should really separate into like automated assistant versus an intelligence or a neural network type thing, which learns, a machine learning thing.
Right.
So I think a lot of these, like Siri or Alexa, they don't have much. I don't think they have much smarts behind them. It's just a program, and it sends your voice back to the server and tells it what to say. It's like in your phone, it's just the interface.
Right. No, they should. Yeah, because it really isn't an intelligence.
No.
You know,
it's just a program.
It's just a program that activates or recognizes your voice, but
and records it and stores it.
Yeah. Whatever.
But it's not like floating around on the internet, poking people in the eye.
It could be.
In the AI.
In the AI.
No, I mean, I can't see a program leaving. I mean, it's really got to be a fucking smart program to hack into their computer and then deposit a copy of its source code there to run, and then go be able to connect back to your parent. It's like a virus.
So it'd be like things. I don't know. I can't think right now. But something
But
that
there's-
just like drops it and then runs and return. Like it retrieves itself. But
it's possible, but it has to have a place to be stored. It can't live in data, and it can't live in the internet. It has to live on a server.
like those huge Google barges.
That's what everyone's so worried about AI. We just kill the power to the planet.
Yes.
Boom, problem solved.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
That's my solution.
So that Boyd guy's video.
Yeah, Jimmy Church was shitting on it. I saw it. It was pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, Jimmy Church was shitting on it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
good.
You know, when he was on your show the other night, he never said he said it was real or anything. He said, I just found this video. He said he found it on a satellite feed.
Yeah, he did. He said he found it on a different. Because, dude, that's when I thought it was sketchy. He said he was watching the ISS feed, and the video went out. So he went to
Right.
this alternate IP camera, and this was the video they were showing. And,
Which he filmed with his phone cam.
dude, and yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Dude's he's a trip.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't know where he got it from.
Yeah.
I can't find his Fade to Black. What is his? Oh, it's Jimmy Church Radio. Jimmy Church Radio.
Yeah, dude, I just think it's funny because since that shit came out, I haven't seen him post anything on Twitter. Like he was he was going nuts on Twitter for a while, and then
Oh, he started some kind of shit on Twitter.
oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah, check it out.
Wow. So then he read that.
That's today. It's from.
Oh, that's
6:30.
today.
Yeah, the dude's gonna. Or wait, what day is today? 18th. Yeah, it's today. So on the show, it's probably right now. Probably on now.
Oh
But
no,
still,
it doesn't start for
that
another
doesn't
hour
look
yet.
like that gray satellite really, but whatever. It looks like a VHS tape.
Yeah.
Whatever. At least it's real.
But hey, he got all these people all worked up for a couple days. So
And that's all these people who aren't going to be hating on Trump or
wait,
on
what?
Hillary. Like it's people who aren't going to be arguing about politics. Is what I was saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not going to be like, she's got to be in jail. Oh, he's a rapist. Whatever.
Oh. Yeah, it's
There's
interesting.
people out there who still think that the fucking Russians colluded with him. It's funny.
Right? Isn't that crazy? Or there's still people who are reading that Fire and Fury book like it's fact. Like, that's what blows my mind.
Have you been following George Webb at all? He's been saying
Uh-uh.
that he thinks Bannon is Navy intelligence. It was like planned
What?
over there. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like if you could think of every plot twist in a crazy spy novel, it's really happening.
Dude, that's exactly it. It's just Tom Clancy. That's all they're doing with their lives. Like, get out of here.
Maybe he wrote the scripts.
It's
I don't
just
know.
it is, man.
It's crazy. I watched this guy tonight, this alleged, white hat, who said that he was talking about QAnon.
Okay.
And that QAnon in the beginning, like he said, October, November, was completely 100% legit. It's a collective of people. It's not just one guy
Right.
that we're putting up. But he said then it got compromised and he can't vouch for January and February. Well, January or December and January.
Okay. So it's been compromised. Okay.
He believes so. But the thing is, though, the people who are really following him, or the person who claims to be this anonymous person who's claiming to be this other anonymous person,
Yeah,
may
right?
or may not, they've set up a board that this person can write to. It's read only for everyone except him. So he can he's the only one who has the password, so he can go in and post there. apparently. I don't know. I didn't follow past there. But what this guy was talking about is a bunch of shit that went down in 2013 to 2015. This white hat who was on the show tonight. And basically, Congress and Obama passed legislation that changed the rules by which the Office of the Inspector Generals can operate, specifically when it comes to seeking intelligence. This group, it's okay. So the OIG, the Office of Inspector General, are basically like internal affairs in the police department.
Okay.
Imagine being internal affairs trying to investigate something going on and being told by your captain or precinct head, whatever, that because of national security, you can't see this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What is internal affairs has no one to, it's like that's their job, is to seek out this kind of corruption, and they're being stonewall blocked, right? So
Yeah.
that's the OIG's been under that since 1997, I think, is when the rules changed, like right after Tricky Bill got in there.
Old Slick Willie.
And yeah, so anyway, those rules were changed under Obama. So now national security is no longer, you cannot withhold information from the OIG. And this guy was saying that since then, they have been going after behind the scenes all these programs and investigating, like the Fast and Furious thing that kind of got brushed under the rug, and Benghazi thing, which apparently was related to Fast and Furious, according to this guy, and much, much, much more. And there's people are going to jail, basically, and
Yeah.
it's going to be coming out, he said, in the next days or weeks.
Well, dude, there's like mainstream media's reporting on like Clinton Foundation corruption in Haiti and shit now. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's investigations going into that. Like,
Well, that's part of it. It's a giant web. It really is,
Yeah.
of corruption. It's a giant web of corruption, and it knows no bounds. And this guy said today too, like the rumors of Congress people that are blackmailed. And I'm not vouching for this guy. I'm just saying, I'll give you the link to the video. That you've heard stories about Congress people have been voting certain ways because there's blackmail evidence. They got brown stoned, like they drug them, bring them into a hotel with a kid and take pictures. You've heard about shit like that, right? Just nod, Grim.
yeah, I'm sorry. There's somebody in the chat named Lauren.
Oh. So,
Man. But continue.
You know-
I'm sorry.
do you know what I'm talking about?
I probably just zoned out when we were talking about the Clinton corruption, and then so refresh me. Because I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Lauren who?
I don't know.
Lil in Texas. Whatever. Hi, Lauren.
Hi,
So anyway,
Lauren.
whatever. She was, it's probably some kid with PS4 videos on her channel. All right. So there's this narrative that Congress has been being blackmailed into voting certain ways, right?
Right.
And the blackmail evidence is infidelity or even worse. That they've been blackmailed with because they were brownstone, which is like a CIA thing to brownstone someone. They have brownstone operations where they'll bring a target into somewhere, put them in a compromising situation, and take pictures of them.
Oh, okay. I see now. I get it. I'm like brownstone. I don't know.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
thinking asshole and rocks, right? No,
That's
it's not
that's the only thing. That's where my mind instantly goes to poop and rocks. You say
like,
brownstone.
brownstone is a type of apartment building, like a 2 or 3 flat. Anyway, or 6 flat. You have a 6 flat brownstone. Anyway, this guy claims that all of that's true, or that it's true that they're being blackmailed, and that Trump has all the blackmail evidence.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just telling you what he
No,
said.
I know,
that's
I
all.
know. You're just reporting what was said. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Well,
So, I mean, it could be true. He also said that until all of this was in place, what he was basically saying was that Trump was waiting to announce his presidency until all of the things were in law and in place, so he could come in and do this cleanup with these white hats. before he announced his presidency. And the timeline does match up. So take that for what it's
Possible.
worth. Yeah. So it would also explain why he was meeting with the NSA before he was president, even, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause
So
yeah.
he could very well be like the cleanup dude.
Dude, you know how fucking... You know how crazy that would be if everything that like these diehard Trumpers are like screaming, and then like he is like this huge hero just like coming out and saving this country. Like, it'd
This
be
guy
mind
today said
blowing.
that Trump's gonna be remembered as like the third or fourth best president ever. Is what he said.
Well, dude, his what was it? His health examination he just got. He like
He
they
aced
gave
it.
he aced it, and they gave him a like a what's the word?
A mental exam.
Yes, yeah, there
psychological
you go. Exactly. And they didn't have to give that to him. Like he
No.
requested it just to like
Mhm.
prove to the media like I'm not crazy.
And he got 30 out of 30, I heard. Or
Yeah,
something.
yes. And then, they're mocking it like, oh, they asked the easiest questions on those. And it's like, well, who cares? That's not the point. The point is that he voluntarily took this test, aced it, and, it's... I don't know, man. He got every single news anchor to say shithole for 3 nights in a row, though. And it never even came out of his mouth. That's the best thing.
It is the best thing. And even
That's
Durbin
magic.
admitted
That's
that he
pure
said-
magic right there. That's all that is. He's a
It's-
sorcerer.
He's not, though. He recognizes what's going on and he's taking advantage of it.
Yeah. I know, and it's like he's not stupid. Like they portray
Think
him
that
as
there
such
was
an
no
idiot.
recording
like,
of that conversation? You're
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah.
Why would I mean? Oh, I heard the other day. I don't know where I heard this, so if it's fake news, it's fake news. But the reason that Trump doesn't stay in the White House much is because there's some kind of energy weapons in the walls, or psychotronic weapons.
Really.
That's what this person said. It was weird. But that's why he won't stay there overnight. That's why he stays some like Florida or something. I don't remember where he's at. I don't think he lives in the White House, or his wife won't, or something. James is coming. Get in my belly.
Soon, but not yet.
So teach me how to set up my audio.
Okay.
Failed. Speak of the devil.
Failed here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an iPhone. That's definitely some failed.
Away! Woo!
Hot.
Let's go, boys! I'm at work!
Yes.
He looks like a coal miner or something.
He does.
Okay! See you later! Yeah. What?
I gotta mute him. It's just screaming. Who let this guy in?
Bye,
here?
guys! See you
Bye.
later!
You don't have to yell.
What a piece of shit. Oh, okay. What am I doing here?
So on my playback, I want to set up. My playback is what? My playback device.
Your playback device should be cable input.
Okay, so that's default. And my recording should be cable
What do I
output.
have on there? No, it's voice meter output.
Aux, regular output.
Regular.
All right. That's done. No, can you still hear me? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Are you
all right, yeah,
seeing
do
this?
it. Do it. Do it. All right. So
See?
don't even tell me. I can read.
Okay.
Cable output. I got that. Voice.
I'm gonna go
meter.
grab a drink and pee while you're doing this.
Cool. Thanks.
Welcome. Here, wait. I want to play this jingle too.
We'll be right back after this break. Thanks for tuning in to Cruzin with Steak.
Excellent.
Are you back?
No, not yet. I just had to play that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you hear.
Is there an echo?
No, no echo.
Okay, no echo. So now I'll play this.
All right, now I'll be back. You got this.
Did you hear that? Can you hear me? Oh my. So where's that going? It's going here. Yeah, it's working. Sweet. Stop sharing your screen. He hid. Hello.
Oh my.
That worked. To detect it. It's not too late. See, it's seeing it. What the fuck? Hey, is it working? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
I'm back
talking?
now.
You're back now?
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
So.
Okay, there we go.
Can you hear that?
Oh yeah, coming through like gold.
Cool. So I have my Zoom mic is set to. What do you have yours set to? I've got mine to aux output.
Aux output set to?
Yeah, voice meter aux output.
Yeah, the B2 is highlighted.
It was highlighted where? No. In Zoom, you pick.
Oh, in Zoom.
I'm
sorry.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, voice meter output. Oh no, it's just for my microphone. I have voice meter output, VV audio voice meter VAIO, and for my speaker, I have my cable input.
Cable input. All right, now I've got the cable input for my speaker. And birdies?
Dude, I'm hearing birds. That's nice.
All right. I got all kinds of birds sounds.
Very, very nice birds. Crickets.
Mockingbird. Police scanner clips. I got all kinds of sounds, dude. Sounds that would make your hair stand on end.
Oh, OBS just bugged out on me. I gotta kill this stream.
Why?
It'll do this every now and then where it'll just start it'll start doing like an infinity screen and pictures will just start flying.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
When I turn down the volume, I'm turning on the wrong output volume. When I turn down that music, it turned down you too.
Okay, so that's where it's gonna be in those. There's 5 like smaller bars to the right underneath the cassette. In one of those, it should control just the audio and not me. Cause yeah, if you just do cable output and turn that down, yeah.
Okay, so I turned it down, but am I still low? Am I as low? Is my voice really low, or is it?
Okay, you turned it down on your end, it sounds like, because it's still the same volume.
I can't hear you. Hold on. What? I'm sorry.
Yeah, because you turned it down on your end, probably, because it was still coming in just as equally as loud as you were.
Which was low or the same?
It was loud. Or louder, yeah. Or the same.
It doesn't matter. Cable, see, what cable output is going into my hardware input number 2. And that's all being squeezed into A1, 2, and 3, which comes out as what? That's what I don't get. Like there's A1 and 2 and 3, right? And those are hardware outputs. But what do they map to? Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying, Jer. What?
There's
A1,
5
A2,
inputs
or
to
3.
the master out, right?
Yeah, and no, honestly, I don't know what those map to down there. The ones on the bottom, I can't figure that out, because there's nothing above them, it just is master selection. I'm assuming it's your hardware 1, 2...
No, what those 5 things represent are the 3 hardware inputs on the left, the 2 virtual inputs,
and the 2 virtuals,
and they're
okay.
The hardware out. But what is the device that combines all 5 of these into a stream, an audio stream?
I think it's just what channels you have muted and highlighted.
No. What device do you pick that plays that output of all 5 of those things combined? You don't know.
I don't know. 5 of those. I think it's just the aux, the voice meter aux. Or possibly it's the cable. Isn't it the virtual cable? I don't know.
I don't have a virtual cable. I have cable out and cable in.
You don't have virtual audio cable installed?
Thought I did.
That's kind of critical.
Yeah, I do. VB audio virtual cable.
Yeah, you have it, yeah.
But that's one of my inputs. I don't know. I'm so why do they make it so fucking confusing?
Oh, and I don't know how I figured it out. This doesn't make any sense.
I've set it up like 5 times. I still can't figure it out.
I don't know why your settings keep resetting.
Oh, I'm doing it. Why does it say I'm talking? Oh, I wasn't on video. Are we still streaming?
Yeah, I think I need to end it because until I fix this.
Fix what?
The infinity window that I was talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's did you share screen or something?
Yeah, I did.
Or you minimized your Zoom window. Unminimize it and reselect it as the target of your window share. Oh, that's cool looking though.
Right? Yeah.
Ralph. Oh, that's
And
cool
a new
looking.
one. Right? Oh, now the audio is coming through.
Can make a loop. Ralph. Oh, that's
Make a
cool
loop.
looking.
Make a
Make a
loop.
loop.
Right. Oh, now it was coming through. Make a loop.
Can make a loop. Ralph. Oh, that's
Make a
cool
loop.
looking.
Make a
Make a
loop.
loop.
Right.
Make a loop.
Oh, now it was coming through. Make a
We
loop.
got a good loop now.
It's a
It's
good
not
loop.
gonna stop. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all?
No, I can. Yeah.
Make a loop.
Make a loop.
Make-
Oh, now make a loop. It was coming. Make a loop.
We got a good loop now.
It's a good
It's not
loop.
gonna stop. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at all?
No, I can't. It's not making loops. What the
Make a
fuck?
loop. Oh, now make a loop. It was coming. Make a loop.
We got a good loop now.
It's a
It's
good
not
loop.
gonna stop. I can't hear you.